What's up everyone, OJ over here and welcome to another video. Today we've got some great information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off with a big delay for the Spyro Reignited Trilogy on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The game is being delayed to November 13th, so the trilogy needs some more love and care, says Toys for Bob. So we'll get into their full quotes on the matter. So publisher Activision and developer Toys for Bob have delayed Spyro Reignited Trilogy from its previously planned September 21st release date to November 13th. It will still release for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Quote, "Everyone here at Toys for Bob is so proud to be reigniting the original Spyro trilogy after all these years." Toys for Bob co-studio head Paul Yan said in a statement, quote, "We're deeply committed to getting these games right, so we've decided to move the release date of Spyro Reignited Trilogy to November 13th, 2018. Yan continued with, quote, "I really hope that you'd be rescuing dragons and scorching Rhinox sooner, but the trilogy needs more love and care. In November, when you're exploring the Dragon Realms, Avatar, and Forgotten Worlds, we know you'll agree the extra time was worth the wait. Spyro Reignited Trilogy will include the remastered versions of Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon." So it's something that a lot of people kind of maybe thought was coming. We heard about this whole, is the games 2 and 3 on the disc or the extra download? There was a bit of a kerfuffle there. So I think that once all of that gets situated and everything, maybe that's part of the reason why there was a delay. I also think that they just needed more time to polish out the game. I think that a September release for this type of game, especially because Toys for Bob isn't a huge developer. It's not like they have a bunch of different people working there, like 500 people or something like that. I think that they just needed more time in general. Not only because of the whole download or extra download thing or all on one disc, but also just to polish out the game. You're getting 3 completely different games here rebuilt for the modern age that just look extremely better than what we saw before. It's not just a simple port of the PlayStation 1 games or anything like that. So this is a lot of work that's being put into it. I don't know how long this game has been in development, or these games really have been in development, but I'm guessing that it hasn't been more than like 3 or 4 years when it comes to it. So I just think that they needed a little bit more time just to get everything in order, and I think that this whole extra download thing, that might just vanish as well, but we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. But overall, I think it's okay, guys. Like, if you look at September is loaded with so many different games. You have Valkyria Chronicles 4, you have Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age, you got Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Nintendo Switch. In Japan, you're getting The World Ends With You Final Remix. I mean, there is a ton of different games coming out in September. It is just packed full of games. So I don't mind them moving it out of September just because there's just so much stuff to play in that month. At least for me, I know I'm going to be buying at least 2 to 3 different games in September. So moving this from the September release to November actually gives it a better window in my opinion. And there aren't that many heavy hitters in November like we usually see. A lot of the big stuff is coming out in October this year. So November will be a little bit more clear for them when it comes to PS4 and the Xbox One, although you'll still have a lot of those games that already came out. But I do think that it kind of clears up things just a bit. So what do you guys think about the Spyro Reignited Trilogy getting delayed to November 13th? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next topic here, we've got some interesting information on Diablo 3. We found out who the developer of the Switch version of the game is and how long it took them to make the game as well. So Diablo 3 is coming to the Nintendo Switch this year, and one of the game's producers, Stillwell, has been talking about a lot of different things in interviews, so I wanted to get right into some of his comments that he recently had to say in an interview. So in this interview, he actually revealed that Diablo 3 on the Nintendo Switch took 9 months to complete, so not even a full year for the port. And on top of that, Iron Galaxy, a name that a lot of you guys should know, is working on the port. So Iron Galaxy, they actually did the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch, and if you have not played that game, if you look at the comparisons from the PlayStation 4 version to the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim, the remastered, they had like the remastered one, not the Xbox 360 one, it's the remastered one. But if you look at that one there compared to the Switch, I mean, it's very close. They did a fantastic job on the port to the Nintendo Switch. That that's still to this day one of the best ports when it comes to overall content and everything that you get. I mean, you can be playing that game for like 500 hours or something like that. So it's a fantastic port. They did a great job, and they have been employed to work on the Diablo 3 port for the Nintendo Switch, and it only took them 9 months. That's how talented they are to able to get all of that content ported over. Now, they did get some help, I guess around maybe 5 to 8 Blizzard staffers were helping them out in a consultation type of role, but still 9 months to get that done is pretty cool. And on top of that, Iron Galaxy, once again, great developer when it comes to porting over Switch games. Very solid with Skyrim. Maybe not the best at their own games because their last game that they made wasn't so good, but I think that when it comes to porting to Nintendo Switch, they're right up there. They've done some great stuff. I think Skyrim pretty much was so solid. A lot of developers would trust their work and what they can do. And I think that that's what Blizzard saw in them when it comes to getting them to do the Nintendo Switch version of Diablo 3. And they also teased that a bit back. They said that, yeah, we've got some more Switch work that we're potentially going to be doing. And we're actually seeing that right here with Diablo 3. And I'm excited for this game, guys. I already have the game on the Xbox One, and I have it on PC, but it was on my old laptop. I mean, I could go re-download it, but I have not done so. So pretty much I just played the vanilla version right when it launched on the PC. I beat that within like the next week or something like that after it launched in 2012. And then I bought the game on the Xbox One, and I played it a little bit, but I didn't get through anywhere near as much of all the extra content. So yeah, I think I'm going to just get the game on the Nintendo Switch and get through all that. And I didn't have any friends to play the game with on Xbox One either. That was back when I first got it, like 2015. I first got my Xbox One. I didn't know anybody to play the games with, and even if I did, it's not like I would have anyway. So with the Nintendo Switch version here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to link up with a lot of you guys now that I have a little bit more of a network. So what do you guys think about what the developer had to say with Diablo coming to Nintendo Switch, Iron Galaxy, and all of that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, we have a little bit of a surprise announcement for Gear.Club Unlimited 2 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. So if you guys remember, Gear.Club originally was a mobile racing game that was ported over to the Nintendo Switch, and we don't have a ton of like realistic style racing games on the Switch, so it was a nice little change of pace. But what's in store for gamers when it comes to Gear.Club Unlimited 2? So last year's McCroy's and Eating Games brought Gear.Club Unlimited to Nintendo Switch. The two sides are teaming up once again to bring the sequel, which is just straight up called Gear.Club Unlimited 2. There's no beating around the bush. There's no other types of other surnames or anything. It's just Gear.Club Unlimited 2. So here is the information that we do have on the game so far. So in Gear.Club Unlimited 2, players will race along more than 1,800 miles of roads at the wheel of the most beautiful cars made by top manufacturers. The frantic races will take them across varied environments such as snowy mountains, wooded valleys, desert roads, and heavenly coasts as part of the championships, missions, and challenges. In their garage, a key feature of the Gear.Club Unlimited franchise, players will not only be able to admire the growing collection of cars, but customize them to make them unique and more powerful. And drivers are nothing without their club. Players can create and manage their own club and will have to recruit the best drivers to take on rival clubs from all over the world in order to reach the top of the podium. So they did add a couple different things here, guys. There's online play. I don't think there was online play with the last one, and we'll see if they actually bump this one up to 60 frames per second. It was 30 frames per second, and for a racing game, it's doable, but it'd be nice if it was in 60. So we'll see if they get the bump up. Although it does seem like the graphics are a lot nicer on this one. I'm not sure if this game is coming to mobile as well, or if it's already out or been announced, but it does seem like they're taking a little bit more of a priority on the Nintendo Switch. And I do think that the game did halfway decent because they announced this already here, and it seems like they have people that are excited to get the game and play it on the Switch. I know that I think I got a review copy for the game or something like that. I know I played it a bit. I'm just not a huge simulation racing game fan, but I do think that there's potential in the series, especially with all this stuff that they're talking about here. I think there's a lot of cool different things, and online play, online play, online play. The fact that they added that in there was very, very good. I really like that because now we can kind of race against friends, and you have more incentive to play and kind of go back, join up in a club, and take on other people. That's definitely good to see that they added that in there. That's what it needed. It needed 60 frames per second, and it needed some online play, and we've got half of that at this point. So we'll see if it gets the other half, but it does seem like there's going to be a lot of different areas. The graphics are going to be souped up and better. So overall, looking pretty good so far. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we discussed here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards via YouTube sponsorships. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting PlayerEssence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace!